So I forgot an important part of this story is that the spell work they were specifically putting on her was beauty spells. Yes, that's what I left out. They were putting beauty spells on my cousin Aaliyah. Her hair was falling out, and like body dysmorphia spells where she would go to like get fillers in her face when she didn't really need it. Like big lips. Like she didn't need it. Like they look like cartoonish now. And I don't care if she hears this, and maybe if she hears this, she'll know, like, this was not you, boo-boo. This was them putting that on you to make you look ugly, to make you look not attractive, because that does not look good. But anyway, yeah, she was going to get, like, these fillers in her lips and her face, and it just looked crazy. Like, it looked crazy. Okay? And that's what they were doing to her, because she was beautiful. Beautiful. Without, like, she had gotten other stuff done before, but it was tasteful. Now it's like cartoonish and tranny-ish. I don't care what you say about that word. It was tranny-ish. Okay? And I'm queer. I can say what the fuck I want about trans, tranny, non-binary, fucking up, down, sideways, side. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Anyway, moving right along. Yeah, so they put the beauty spells on her, and some other probably spells too, like diction spells, you know. I don't want to tell her business, but she had gotten some situations where I was like, that is not you. Like, no. Like, what's going on here? Like, that is not you. So I don't want to get too deep, but she got like a DUI, and that's not her. Like, that's not you. Like, that was my grandmother doing that shit. That was my aunt doing that shit to her, trying to ruin her fucking life. Yes, I'm telling you guys, you don't know what I'm talking. People be like, you know what you're talking about? I mean, yes, the fuck I do. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And her too, really been single. She had a marriage, or she was married for like 2 years, divorced. Now she's been single. Every time she get a guy, the guy got a wife. Like, stuff like that. Like, that is my grandmother fucking putting hexes on your fucking life. Same thing with me. A relationship I had, it went to fucking kaput. As soon as my grandmother found out about it, kaput. As soon as my grandmother found out about my partners, every time, kaput. And that's a word I'm using. I don't really use that word, so maybe it might resonate with somebody. Maybe someone you know might use that word, kaput. I never use that word. So yeah, I'm looking at the time. It's 2:41 minutes, and what time is it right now? It is... what time is it? I can't tell you the time, but yeah. The time is significant. Siri, what time is it?
It's 2:51 a.m.
Okay, 2:51 a.m. according to Siri, so that might be significant to somebody. So, yeah, I just want to tell you guys this story. I ended my video. It was 9 minutes long, but I was like, no, I gotta add this part in. That was significant to the whole damn story about what type of spells they put on her, because they knew that would affect her more. So if they affect her beauty, then it would affect her mental state. Her mental state's affected, then no one will want her. Then she'd be by herself, and she can't make money, and then she would need to go to my grandmother and say, oh my God, Aunt Barbara, I need help, please. And Aunt Barbara would be like, oh baby, I'll help you. But then inside, she's laughing. She's laughing at my cousin, laughing. Same thing she did to me, laughing. But let me tell you what I did to this fucking old ass bitch. When I found out she was doing that to me, when I finally awakened, this is like 2020, right? I called that bitch up. Yep, called that bitch the fuck up. Sure did. Called that bitch right the fuck up. And I cursed that fucking old ass bitch the fuck out. And she acted like she knew what the fuck I was talking about. Like, huh? What? Huh? Tried to blame it on my mom. My mom was doing it too, but not the level she was doing it. Didn't your mom? And she tried to blame it on someone else. Well, I know that someone else that she was blaming it on, that was her accomplice, which was this lady named Teresa that grew up with my mom. And she used to dabble in like dark magic and voodoo and all types of dark demonic shit, right? And she was a rapper back in the day. Her rapper name was Cherokee back in the day, right? Look it up, Google it. Not the Cherokee, the singer, Dr. Dre, another Cherokee from Queens. She was a rapper, okay? Two different Cherokees, but look it up. Anyway, so she said, oh, didn't you go to church with Teresa? What the fuck they got to do with me questioning you about spell work? But she was kind of trying to tell me that is who she went to get the work done, meaning she probably went to Teresa, asked her who she knows. Yes, that's what happened. So, and let me just say about Teresa. So when I was getting spell work done on me, Teresa was quote unquote, saved, born again Christian, wears all white, saved, sanctified, and holy now, right? But no, and behind the scenes, she was still doing the dark shit she was doing. And, this is a long story now, you guys. I didn't expect it to be this long. And when I would call her, when I was going under the spiritual attack, when it was real heavy on me, this is 2015, 16, 17, right? I would always call her to pray with me. And one time when I called her, she had someone on three-way who was laughing at me, and she forgot to put the mute button on. Oh yes, honey. And I was like, you hear that? And she played on me hallucinating or whatever spell work was going on. And she was like, oh my God, yes, I hear that. But it was on her line. She forgot to press the mute button. So these people are very dark and disgusting, and this video now is 15 minutes. And just be mindful, be very mindful of these people who are nasty and disgusting and don't give a fuck about you, and they'd rather see you suffer in a dark place than to go throughout their life and just try to work on their life and try to make their life abundant. They'd rather make you feel like you're inadequate, make you try to go crazy. But the best thing about that is when you awaken, that's when the spell breaks. You got to awaken first. When you awaken, the spell breaks and all their lives go to kaput. They start to look, I keep saying that word again, kaput. So that may be something for somebody. They start to look old. They can't find a place. They go from one place to the next. They don't have stable housing. They can't find a man. They have really bad body hygiene. And they have to rob Peter to pay Paul. They have to mooch off of their kids. They have to act like they're so holy, but they fucking ain't. They can't keep a man. Their own kids don't want to be around them. Things like that will happen to them on a high level. So I think I'm done, you guys. I just want to tell you this story, and there'll be many more stories to come. Trust me. I'm just going to start it for this year. Y'all going to be sick of me, like I said before. Y'all going to be sick of me. Okay. See, that's my favorite word. Okay. How you doing? All right. Bye, you guys. And the reason why they do this because when they go to the practitioners, they tell them they're going to be real successful. They have a bright future. They're real creative, and they want that creative energy from you. They might not use it for what you're using it for, but they use it for something. You know what I'm saying? And they can't stand the fact that you're going to be so successful that you're going to leave them in the dust, and you're not going to have anything to do with them. And they can't stand the fact that you're going to have all these abundant riches, and they cannot mooch off of it. That's the whole point of them doing it. So they figure they put you under these slumber spells, under these beauty spells that have other effects, and stagnation spells that you will never get out of anything of the spell work, and you will never awaken. So that's why they do it, and the hope that you will never awaken. That's why it's so important for a long time in isolation, so you can actually get the downloads. Because as long as you're around these people, even in communication with them, you will not get the downloads. I only got the downloads about what they were doing to me when I was separated from these people, when I didn't even talk to them for months and years. Every time I was connected with them, I wouldn't get the downloads. So just be mindful of these motherfuckers and the shit that they do, because they're mean and evil, and they hate you. Actually, they fucking hate you. Oh yes, they hate you. Because I know my family members hated me that was doing it to me, and for no reason. No reason. If you ask them today, why you don't like YAMIEK, they can give you a reason. They can give you a reason. They would name stuff that happened after the spell work, me reacting, but they can never give a reason before that. You know what I'm saying? There's never a valid reason. So, yeah.